this week's vlog. It is officially Orilium Gear Up Day, and it's day one. It's the 14th of March. Still have COVID, still not feeling great, still off work. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow in work, but that's fine. I am going to start today off with Horrid by Katrina, Leno, and this covers the prompt dark cover. I think it speaks for itself. It's pretty fucking dark. But I'm really excited and I hope I can get all my books done. So, better start reading. This book is creepy. I'm reading Horrid. I think I've told you that. I don't know if I told you that or not. Hannah is here. And we're reading on best Patreon sprints and, you know, the lovely washing is keeping us company.
That's an interesting choice of shot, Liz.
Yeah. But,
How profesh.
I'm always professional, Hannah. Professional vlog maker here.
I'd like to point out that when you turned to me, the angle was literally just my arm.
Oh shit, sorry. Wait, we'll try again.
There we go.
But yeah, this book is really creepy. I like it, but it keeps on creeping me out. And it's scary. But it's very, very good. But it's fucking creepy. For context, Hannah has told me to do this. Also, this lighting is real bad. Oh well.
I feel like you could move it closer to yourself just a little bit.
Closer, okay.
Because you're going to end up sitting back and then you're going to start fidgeting.
I hate it. Children are the worst. Come on. Yeah, dickhead.
You're a monster. Aren't you? Oh, sweet. Okay. Up.
What the fuck? That's not an ending.
Do you know what my favourite bit was? The heavy breathing.
I can't breathe, Hannah.
No, it wasn't just having a cold, it was the... That's not an ending!
That's not a fucking ending! That's not an ending, though. That's not an ending.
It's over. So it must be.
That's not a fucking ending, Hannah.
I don't know, I think it's pretty much over when she lets someone die.
But does she? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, no, you literally see the girl stop twitching, so...
I mean, that doesn't mean she's dead.
Generally, yes it does.
I hope, okay? I am... unwell.
I am unwell.
Oh my god. Okay, so it is Wednesday. I still am feeling kind of rough with the vids. And I picked up Gallant. I've only read like 10 pages, which is the first chapter. It's suitably creepy. I want to know what's going on. So I think I'm going to try and read some more before playing D&D tonight, or at least watching D&D. I haven't decided yet if I'm actually going to play it or not, but I'm going to do some reading now and see how far I get. But I'm buddy reading this with Celine over at Stuff Celine Does on Insta, and she didn't give me much hope because she said it was kind of boring, but now she's got halfway after she's finished part 1 and it's good, so we'll see. Good evening and welcome to my messy room, but it is 10:30 on Wednesday night. I played D&D this evening, did some rolls, did some roleplay. It was very fun. Started a fight we probably didn't want to start, but I digress. I finished Gallant today. The ending was a little bit of a letdown, but I enjoyed the build-up, and I feel like it was just too easy a win. But this was better than Adi LaRue for me, but still not beating Vicious for the top spot. It's a really pretty book. The writing is brilliant, and the main character is fab. So I gave this one 4 stars. It's probably a 3.5 to 4 if I'm being honest, but it's bumped up to 4 stars on Goodreads. I think that's fair. So we also watched some of G's sprints this evening after D&D, and I finished Gallant, so I picked up The Space Between Worlds by Makaya Johnson, and this is a sci-fi multiverse traveler kind of thing. This is the Illumicrate edition, and yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting premise. It's a great setup. It's a great kind of twist that I didn't see coming, and I'm only on chapter 3, and I'm really enjoying it. So this is what I'll be reading. I might see if I can get the audiobook so I can read some during work. Might not though. We'll see how I feel. But yeah, I'm on to my third and final book of Orilium, Gear Up, and I think I'm definitely going to get it. And that means I'll definitely have a full-fledged character ready for whenever G has the readathon, be it April or... Good evening, everybody. I swear I'm wearing clothes. Oh, it really doesn't look I'm wearing clothes. I am. I had a bath, and it's Friday evening now, about 8:30ish in the evening, and I haven't read anything. I made a really bad mistake where I started to rewatch Supernatural yesterday, because, you know, why not? Also, Percy wants to say hi. She's being a little bugger. But I'm home alone. Hannah's left me. Danny's in the Netherlands. So I have a house to myself. And what am I doing? Oh yeah, reading. I was going to light the fire because I'm kind of chilly, but also I don't think I can be bothered. I don't know. But the bath was lovely. I don't really know how long I'm going to be down here for. I don't know. I am still reading Space Between Worlds. I'm about 50 odd pages in. Yeah, 52 pages in, and it's interesting. The premise is really interesting. The main character is really interesting. I like the setup. So I guess we'll see how it goes, because this book almost comes off as trying too hard to be a sci-fi. I think you're about to see Percy pop up. Oh yeah, look, there's the pause. Come on. Oh, there we are. But yeah, this book is trying a little bit too hard to be a sci-fi novel. Like, every now and again, Makaya Johnson, she uses language to be like, oh yeah, reminder, it's a sci-fi. Whoop whoop, it's a sci-fi. So, I mean, it's a little bit annoying. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna read now, see how far I get. Hello, welcome to terrible lighting and very tired Lizzie. Now at page 138. I did watch some Supernatural, but I decided to skip ahead a few seasons on my rewatch because I don't like those seasons, the later ones, so I'm starting on season 13 again, which is where I remember watching up to last time, which is Jack's introduction. I know how it ends, but I don't mind rewatching this series, and I can't wait to watch series 14 and 15, so enjoying that. But I'm now into the meat of The Space Between Worlds, and it's very interesting. I'm liking the plot twists and turns. I'm liking meeting these new characters who are the same, but they're new because they're all different from what our main character is expecting. So I'm not quite halfway there yet, but I think I will be able to finish it tomorrow, which is my plan. And then I will probably watch Supernatural. As it stands currently, I am starting to enjoy this a lot more than I was. The language used is different, and I really like the main character. She's a badass. I really, really like her. And I like a lot of stuff that's going on right now. Good morning. Welcome to a very, very, very sunny Saturday morning. And I'm just kind of having a coffee, having a chill morning. But, like, look how freaking beautiful it is outside. It's lovely and bright. And I'm really annoyed that I don't have any garden furniture, because it would be really nice to be able to sit outside today. But also saying that, it's kind of windy, so maybe it's not as warm as I expect it to be. But what was I basically saying? And my plan today is to finish Space Between Worlds, and then that will be my Orilium TBR complete, and I will be ready for whenever G announces that the readathon's happening, and I believe she thinks it might happen next month. We'll hopefully be able to put some books I've already got on TBRs into that if it is April. If not, it might be in May. But we're just seeing how she feels, I think. But yeah, my plan really is just to have a nice, relaxing day, I think, because I'm still recovering. It's Saturday morning. Woohoo! Nearly 10 o'clock. But I've been awake since about 8. I've just been watching YouTube and having my coffee. But yeah, I'm going to go grab my book and then we'll see. We'll see what I can do. Welcome to Trash Lighting again. I'm in bed. It is Saturday still and it's 5 to 11 and I finished Space Between Worlds. I gave it 5 stars. I'm going to do like a proper wrapping up bit in the morning when I've had a shower. I'm a bit more sentient, but I finished it and yeah, I am ready. Okay, hi everyone and thank you for watching my vlog, but I just wanted to give a quick little rundown of what I read this week. So I read, first off I started with Horrid by Katrina Leno, and this follows a mother and a daughter who move back to the mother's hometown, where she doesn't talk about her past. She gets very uncomfortable very quickly, and I really like this one. This one got a 4.5 stars out of 5. It was so close to a 5-star. I thought it might have been, but there were just a few things that I just felt could have been handled better. And this was super creepy. Love a good ghost story. Love not knowing what's happening, if it's actually happening, if it's not, and if it is, then it's great. So yeah, this is a solid horror book, and Hannah was right when she said I'd like this one, because I definitely like this one. And this was for the prompt Shadow Realm, read a book with a dark cover. I think this counts. I mean, the girl's got roses on her eyes. But yeah, no, I really like this one. So 4.5 stars. Then I picked up the new V.E. Schwab, Gallant, and I gave this one 4 stars. So 3.5, 4 stars. Now, this book is very pretty. This book is interesting because it's, on one hand, it's this gothic story, and it's supposed to be a YA, but it definitely reads a lot younger. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, and I think it could be a stylistic choice because the main character is mute and can't speak, and people have kind of always ignored her in her entire life. So I don't know if stylistically she's written as younger because she's always been treated like a child and slower and like doesn't get anything because she can't speak. And you follow her kind of journey. There's kind of like ghosty things sprinkled in, she calls them ghouls, but like even when she's at this school for like orphaned women, well, orphaned girls, they call her like the ghost of that school. I can't remember the name of that school, but she then gets this mysterious letter from her uncle telling her to come home to Gallant, and essentially she goes, she finds out her uncle's dead, and it kind of kicks off from there. And I really enjoyed this, actually. It's I don't know how to explain it, but it really hit home for me, and I just really enjoyed it. I thought the gothic vibe of it, I vibed off it, and like the imagery, and I can definitely see why people say it's boring and it's slow, but I really enjoyed that about this. And also sprayed edges. It wasn't perfect by any means, as I said, so 3.5 stars to 4. So I definitely say pick this up. I preferred it more than I did LaRue, and I'm not sorry about it. Then lastly, I finished last night for the multiverse prompt, which was read a sci-fi, and I finished The Space Between Worlds by Makaya Johnson. And this, it started off really slowly for me, and I didn't know if I was going to like it, and it took me a lot to get into it. But once it got going, and once I got the science behind it, and once I understood what this was, and why I understood the language being used, this popped off. I loved it. I loved the main character, Kara. She is a badass. I loved the little twists and turns about who she is. I loved the science. I loved the idea of world hopping between these multiverses, but you can only do that if you're already dead. And I liked the kind of talk about social structure and race and class and how this society has kind of evolved with the poor people living in Ashtown and the rich people live in Wiley City, and how that's kind of the ultimate goal is to live at Wiley. And if you are an Ashtowner, you're kind of looked down upon. But you're also, the Wileyites, I think that's how you say it, have their own social structure as well. And she wants to be a resident, and it's just her kind of working her ass off and then realising there's something seriously wrong. And it's also got this underlying love story between Kara and Del, and that's really lovely to see. It's sapphic, which we love, and I just really enjoyed this book. I gave it 5 stars. I don't want to say too much because I think you need to read this to really truly find out what's going on with it, but yeah, 5 stars. I definitely would recommend this if you like a good sci-fi, but you don't like it too high sci-fi, because it's a lot of fun. And I don't know, I just liked having a main character, a black protagonist, and she was great. She was really, really good. And for a debut, this was fabulous. So if you're looking at this and thinking, I should probably read this, yeah, you should. But those were the 3 books I read. So I'm now ready for whenever G pops up her announcement. I'm hoping it might be May because April's already really busy. But if it's not, then I don't really mind because I'm proud of myself anyway. So I'm ready for Orilium. I'm here. I've got my legacy. I've got 2 legacies and 1 weapon, I guess. Conduit. It's a conduit, not a weapon. But I have 1 of those and 2 legacies, so I can kind of choose, and that's what I wanted to do. So if you haven't heard about Orilium, which if you haven't, you've been living under a rock, I have linked all of G's announcements down below. And yeah, I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.